Hi, we're so excited today. We have Jenny Yamada-Clayton. She's comes to us a few years ago, but it's been in the business for 37 years, I hear. Tell us a little bit about where you started and how you got your business going in the beginning.
Well, back in the day, they didn't have child labor laws, so it was okay. But I actually worked at a law firm, and I dreamed of owning my own home. And after saw what my realtor was doing, I said, that's what I want to do. And here I am.
Well, Jenny has been a consistent producer since she's been with Remax Estate Properties, and we're so proud of her. I invited her here today, so maybe she could share a little bit of her maybe tips and tricks or wisdom. Who are your clients, Jenny, and how do you stay in touch with them?
Well, most of my clients are my past clients, repeat clients, referrals to their family, their kids. Just this year, I worked with 3 clients from like 30 years ago, and we said, our kids are older than when we met.
Wow.
And a lot of my clients the buyers are my clients' kids now, and a lot of the sellers are trust sales where their parents have passed or, moved to assisted living, or clients downsizing.
You talked about having repeat clients this past year. How did you stay in touch with your clients? Do you pick up the phone and call them? Do you have coffee? Do you have parties?
Actually, all of those.
All of the above.
What I do systematically is at Thanksgiving, that's really important to me because I'm grateful. So it's the most appropriate time, I feel, where I can just do a mass Thanksgiving cards out to about 300 of my favorites.
Uh-huh.
And there I keep it more business-like and include my business card.
Uh-huh.
And then at Christmas, it's more personal. I use my home return address and send family photos.
Yes.
And, stay in touch personally. And then through the year, I remember like Mother's Day, Father's Day. I tend to be more spontaneous. So if I see something that reminds me of a client, a place, or a picture, I just take a picture of it, text it, or email them and just call them on it. And then that always, leads to, hey, we should have lunch or dinner. And I do love to throw parties. So before the pandemic, I'd have client parties at the house.
I remember you sharing that story with me, and I thought I was intrigued by it, that you saw something that reminded you of your clients, so you snapped a picture of it and sent it to them. And I thought that was a great, spontaneous and effective way to keep top of mind for all these people, right?
Yeah, and sometimes when my kids, their kids are doodling while, we're writing the offer or whatever, and they give it to me, I ask them to write their name and I save it.
Oh.
And it's fun because 15 years later, remember this dinosaur you drew? And the crazy thing about me is I keep anything anyone sends to me forever. So I have Christmas cards. If it's a photo card, I save them all, and just spontaneously I'll just say, remember this? And it's
Do you have extra garages in your house? Where do you store all that stuff?
Well, my kids are gone now, so I have extra space. I have to do something with all that. But I also have a happy box. So
what is a happy box?
Notes that my clients would write to me, I keep them in my happy box, and periodically I read them, and it just makes me happy. And
that's great. And you could also use those for marketing materials if you ever needed testimonies. Sounds like you have a whole happy box full of them. Yeah?
I do. Actually, I had a client when they wanted to move. I went over there and I said, hey, are you ready to buy your new gazillion-dollar house? And she kind of looked at me and I said, here. And I gave her the card. She sent to me a thank you card after they moved, like 15 years ago, that said, when we're ready to buy our next gazillion-dollar house, we'll call you.
Oh,
and I said, well, there you are.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome? Well, it sounds like you have that personal touch, and you're friends with all your clients. And she's been such a consistent producer, and you had your best year ever last year. Congratulations. And I see that you're off to such a great start. I know I can always call on you to have a new listing coming up. Thank you for coming in today, Jenny. If there's one more question I would ask, it would be, what advice might you have to new agents that are coming into the business?
Be yourself. You have to be authentic if you want someone to trust you, to be trustworthy. You have to be you. So I would go to seminars, I glean on things, I learn, but just make it real to you and just
Be honest, sounds like.
yeah, just be true to who you are and do the best you can for everybody that you're working with.
Well, I'm grateful to have you a part of the family, Jenny, and grateful to have you in today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.